Are there any particular memories that really stick out to you from matches against the Galaxy?
I think the playoff series in 14 and 15, stick out to me. Obviously, that was my first year here in 14, and I felt like that. I don't want to be disrespectful, but I felt like that Western Conference Final was really MLS Cup. Whoever won that was going to go on to win MLS Cup, and they get the shot off the post to tie it and win on the away goals. So it was nice to get them back. The next year in the play-in game. I haven't had too many games against them since then, but it's always a difficult game. They're always a good team. They're loaded with talent, and they always seem to put it together at the right time to go on a run. So it'll be a fun game, and obviously Ziggy coming back. So there's a lot of storylines to it.
You spent a lot of your career playing for Ziggy. Can you just talk about what his teams kind of always had as a spirit or character? What does Ziggy get his guys able and ready to do?
He's able to put together a quality team. He always has a ton of talent, good recruiter, and a lot of veteran guys who he relies on to find the game and figure it out. But they're always going to battle. They're going to be a tough team. I know he likes to go forward and likes to score goals. So they're a talented team in the attacking side of the ball for sure.
What's your overall sentiment on this last run of form? Aside from winning, what are you seeing are some of the biggest improvements as a team?
Obviously, scoring goals is nice. We didn't start the season off scoring a ton of goals. I think we're still, last in the league in goals scored, but we've been able to bury them these last 6-8 games, and that's huge. I always say, what defense played worse, the team that lost 3-1 or the one that lost 1-0. It's goals hide everything, but when you're not scoring, everything gets put under the magnifying glass, and it's difficult. It's tough to get out of those runs. So we've done a good job of finding form and getting points, and hopefully we can continue that in the second half.
How would you assess your performance in the last 5 games and how that has helped the rest of the club, gain confidence in going forward and, scoring those goals?
Personally?
Yes.
Oh. I just try and win the ball and get it to the good players who are technical and can do fun stuff with it. I just head the ball and do a little reach around taps and pass it to the Christians and Nikos, those guys. So,
what are your thoughts on getting to potentially match up with Zlatan and just to match up with an iconic player like that?
Yeah, obviously it'll be cool. He's a big dude. When you look back in your career, you want to remember the big names that you're able to go up against and compete against, and obviously he's one of the biggest. So that'd be a fun opportunity.
As a center back, he's one of the more physically imposing strikers out there. How do you prepare to take that on when you know you're going to have to go up against a big guy like that?
Yeah, well, we'll have to watch a ton of film this week. Obviously, we'll get on that starting today. See where he likes to pick the ball up and where he's most effective. But it's going to be a challenge. In the box, he's gigantic, and Tyler Miller's told me a lot about him. He's gone up against him a couple times, so it'll be fun.
You've scored some pretty impressive header goals over the course of your career here in Seattle. Is there anything mentally that goes into attacking a header? Is there a specific mentality you have to have, or is it just being in the right place and getting the right vert?
There's a lot of luck. Hopefully you make the right run. Obviously, it's trying to create space real quick from your defender and then make a good hard run, and hopefully the ball's somewhere in your area where you can adjust and try and make a play on it. But a lot of times it doesn't work out. But luckily, this last game, Nico found it perfectly, so it was sweet.